Hello, welcome to Conscious Quilting. I'm John. Today we're going to be talking about a quilting technique known as Trapunto. What is Trapunto and why would you want to do it? Well, Trapunto is a method of adding an extra layer of batting in to your quilt in certain areas, very specific targeted areas of your quilt, particularly under areas of applique or within certain quilting motifs in the quilt where you want it to really make it stand out and have more of a sculptural effect inside of the quilt. And so there are numerous methods for doing this. The original method was that when the quilt was all quilted, you would turn it over to the back, cut a little slit or make a hole, and stuff it with cotton or wool wadding, and then hand stitch it shut. Very time consuming and laborious process. Thankfully, nowadays we have some easier ways to accomplish more or less the same effect, and that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be working on an applique block that was provided to me by an associate of mine, and I will add the layer of Trapunto and then do the background quilting on it. She's going to turn it into a pillow. So I'm going to take you through the steps of using this technique to enhance your quilts and to add some depth and texture, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for joining me. We're going to start this process with layering the quilt block only with a layer of polyester batting. You could also use wool, but that's expensive. And we have no backing on it at this time. We're going to start off by very carefully doing some outline quilting around the applique. You can see here that I have placed the Echo quilting foot onto my machine. That's going to prevent any disasters from the quilting foot running into the edge of the applique and pulling it up. The Echo quilting foot's just going to glide right over that. So here I'm just very cautiously doing some outline quilting. And the goal here is to secure that polyester batting, which I then am going to trim away the excess of, so that all that is left is the polyester batting underneath of the applique. I'm trimming away all the excess, and this is what we're left with. Then I'm going to relayer the quilt block with regular batting and with a backing fabric, and I'm going to go ahead and do my background quilting around the applique. I started this process by re-outlining the entire applique again with the 3 layers together. I also went in and did some stitch work inside of the applique to add some definition to the individual pieces because there are layers to this applique. I'm going through here and I'm doing some basic McTavishing style background quilting to add a sense of motion and flow to the block. And I think it'll turn out very pretty and make a wonderful looking pillow when it's all finished. As I'm going through here, I'm being very careful to make sure everything stays nice and flat. I don't want there to be any bunching of the fabrics. And I'm being very careful also not to run onto the applique as I go. I have switched to my closed toe free motion quilting foot, and I want to be very, very careful that I'm not going to catch the applique on that foot. As I'm cruising along, again, I'm kind of pulling the fabric flat as I go. You can see here we have a shot of the completed block, and we've got all of our lovely texture and everything is stitched down. We've got some definition quilting in the applique itself, and here we have another angle with some different lighting, just to give you a sense of that depth and texture. I hope you will go and try this technique on one of your quilts and go have some fun with it, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks, guys. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.